আজকে 2022-এর পেপারটা কমপ্লিট করব। এই পেপারের ক্ষেত্রেও তাই 2020 এবং 2021-এ যেহেতু কোভিড ছিল তাই কোনো শর্ট কোশ্চেন সেখানে সেই প্রশ্নে নেই, তাই ওই দুটো ইয়ারের প্রশ্ন করার দরকার নেই। ছোট প্রশ্ন, বড়গুলো দরকার আছে। তাই 2022-এরটা শুরু করি, তারপর 23-এরটা থাকবে তাহলে। হোয়াট ইজ দ্য গ্র্যান্ডমাদার্স আইডিয়া অফ টাইম ইন দ্য শ্যাডো লাইন্স? In the Shadow Lines by Amitabh Ghosh, the grandmother idea of time as linear and rigid. She believes in clear boundaries, progress, and the importance of tradition and discipline. Her perspective reflects her structured and nationalist worldview, focusing on order and control. Next প্রশ্ন, how does Ella realize that the narrator is in love with her? ইলা কিভাবে রিয়েলাইজ করলো যে ন্যারেটার তার প্রেমে পড়েছে? ইন দ্য শ্যাডো লাইন্স, Ella realizes the narrator is in love with her when she notices his constant attention and care for her. He often listens to her stories, supports her decisions, and becomes visibly emotional about her life choices. However, Ella does not reciprocate his feelings and remains unaware of their depth for a long time, seeing him only as a close friend. Third প্রশ্ন, how has Tridib ruined his digestion? In the Shadow Lines, Tridib ruined his digestion by eating unhygienic street food during his travels. His adventurous and carefree attitude led him to disregard the risk, which caused long-term damage to his digestive system. Why does the narrator's grandmother not approve of Tridib? The narrator's grandmother disapproves of Tridib because she finds him aimless and unproductive. She values discipline, hard work, and traditional ideals, while Tridib is more intellectual, laid back, and unconventional, focusing on abstract ideas rather than practical goals. What is May Price's profession in the Shadow Lines? In the Shadow Lines, May Price is a professional stage manager in London. Why does Raka go to Carignano in the story Alam's Own House? Raka goes to Carignano in Alam's own house to recover from her illness. The quiet and serene environment of the hill station is meant to help her regain her health. Some lands are meant for certain routes only. Explain. The phrase "some lands are meant for certain routes only" suggests that people or things thrive best in environments that suit their nature, background, or needs. It reflects the idea that growth and belonging depend on compatibility between individuals or plants and their surroundings. These can symbolize cultural, emotional, or even physical connections to a place. Comment on the character of Promotho in Manik Bandyopadhyay's The Final Solution. এই প্রশ্নটা কিন্তু আগের ইয়ারেও ছিল, আমরা দেখলাম সেখানেও 2 মার্কসের মধ্যে প্রমথর ক্যারেক্টারটা, ভূষণের ক্যারেক্টারটা লিখতে বলেছিল। এই 2022-এও প্রশ্নটা রিপিট করেছে। Promotho in Manik Bandyopadhyay's The Final Solution is a complex character embodying selfishness and moral decay. He is driven by greed and lust, exploiting others for personal gain. Despite his outward respectability, his actions reveal a lack of empathy and a willingness to harm others, ultimately highlighting the corrupting influence of unchecked desires. তোমরা এই অ্যান্সারসটাও লিখতে পারো, অথবা আগের ইয়ারে যে অ্যান্সারটা লিখেছি সেটাও লিখতে পারো। একই জিনিস, শুধুমাত্র একটুখানি এখানে ওয়ার্ড হয়তো যুক্ত আছে, তাছাড়া জিনিসটা একই। I will go to the railway station every evening in my fried sari. The shark will come again to pick me up for sure. Explain. The line from Manik Bandyopadhyay's The Final Solution reflects a woman's despair and poverty. The sharks symbolize exploitative men, while the fried sari represents her worn out dignity. It highlights her hopelessness and the cycle of exploitation she faces. 2 মার্কসের মধ্যে যতটা এক্সপ্লেন করা যায় ততটাই লিখবে এখানে। বেশি 5 নাম্বারের হলে আরও অনেকটা বড় করে লেখা যেত। 2 মার্কসের ক্ষেত্রে এইটুকুই ঠিক আছে। হাউ ডিড মল্লিকা কিল প্রমথ ইন দ্য ফাইনাল সলিউশন? ফাইনাল সলিউশনে মল্লিকা কিভাবে প্রমথকে হত্যা করেছিল? In the final solution by Manik Bandyopadhyay, Mallika kills Pramotho by poisoning him. She does this as an act of desperation and revenge, ending his exploitation and cruelty toward her. How did the Muslim friend from Tobatek Singh, who came to visit Bhishan Singh, introduce himself? In Tobatek Singh by Sadat Hassan Manto, the Muslim friend introduces himself as Bashir. When he visits Bhishan Singh, Bashir comes to meet Bhishan Singh in the asylum after the partition, showing the bond they shared despite the communal divide. Why did the Hindu lawyer in the asylum go mad? In Tobatek Singh by Sadat Hassan Manto, the Hindu lawyer in the asylum goes mad because he is overwhelmed by the chaos and senselessness of the partition. He struggles to comprehend the division of the country and its impact, leading to his mental breakdown. His madness reflects the deep confusion and trauma caused by the partition. What happens during the exchange of lunatics at the Wagh border in Tobatek Singh? In Tobatek Singh by Sadat Hassan Manto, during the exchange of lunatics at the Wagh border, Bhishan Singh, the main character, refuses to move to either India or Pakistan. Confused and unable to understand the partition, he collapses and dies on a piece of no man's land between the two borders. His death symbolizes the absurdity and tragedy of the partition. What does a leaf signify in A Leaf in the Storm? In A Leaf in the Storm by Lalitambika Antharjanam, a leaf symbolizes the vulnerability and helplessness of women in a patriarchal society. It reflects the struggles and suffering of women who are often tossed about like a leaf in the storm, powerless against societal norms and oppression. The story highlights the resilience of women despite their fragile circumstances. What does the seed of damnation imply in A Leaf in the Storm? In A Leaf in the Storm by Lalitambika Antharjanam, the seed of damnation implies the consequences of oppressive societal norms, particularly the mistreatment and exploitation of women. It symbolizes how injustice and suffering once sown lead to the moral and social decay of the community. 2022-এরটা তাহলে কমপ্লিট হয়ে গেল।